Hello everyone, Heather Neff here from Adventures in Everyday Cooking. Today we are going down to Tennessee and we are going to join the Chapmans, Stephen Curtis Chapman that is, and Mary Beth Chapman in their kitchen. Well, I wish I was joining them in their kitchen. Well, that's maybe why I'm doing this. See, they're having this giveaway and I thought maybe if I did their recipe on my little corner of the internet, I might get a leg up. Plus, I totally love breakfast casserole. We do a breakfast casserole every year at Christmas, and I've never done this one, so I'm gonna do it. With, of course, the addition of gluten-free bread. So she used a regular loaf of bread, but I'm gonna use Sunflower Mills gluten-free bread. I went ahead and made it earlier, and so it's all ready to go. I'm also going to show you ridiculously easy turtles. Like, for real, turtles. Like the candy turtles. I love them, my husband loves them, but they're so expensive in the store, and I want you to stick around because I can make you turtles in 8 minutes. All right, so let's get started with this ridiculously easy recipe as well. So it calls for 1 whole loaf of bread, 1 pound of sausage, browned, drained, and cooled, 2 cups of grated cheese, 2 cups of milk, and 3 to 4 eggs. Now, I'm gonna be a little rebellious and I'm gonna put a 5th egg in, only because my eggs are a little small and I feel like I was cheated a little bit. And it's gonna take a little salt and pepper. So mix the grated cheese with the sausage. So that's an easy one. We're just gonna pour it right in there. I'm gonna grab one of my Pampered Chef little mixers here and I'm just gonna mix it on up. We love breakfast casserole for Christmas morning because I am up late usually doing the kids' Christmas stockings, and to have something that I can easily throw into the oven, or I have a crock pot one as well that you can just stick in the night before and it's ready. Oh my goodness, so easy. So if I can make this the night before while I'm waiting for kids to go to sleep, win-win. So, all right, so I mixed up my cheese and my sausage here. Layer the bread and sausage and cheese mixture. All right, so I'm gonna move my eggs over. We're gonna take some of our bread and I'm gonna put it in our little baking dish over here. I'm going to just spread it out kind of evenly. And they did this on their video. I'll link the video in the comments so you can see how she did it as opposed to me. Whoa, that was almost man down. And then we're gonna put some of the sausage and the cheese right on top. So here we go. Yum, yum, yum. And I love sausage, I love cheese. This sausage came from a local farmer. Delicious. And then we are going to do it again. So more bread. And more sausage mixture. And this is gonna be almost my last layer. It says to end the layers with bread, so that should be easy. So there we go. Spread it all around. It already looks really good, I can't wait. All right, and then we're gonna layer the last of the bread right on top. I can already see where this is going. This is gonna be like the ultimate savory French toast or something, I don't know. It's gonna be amazing though. All right, so there we go. All that ready to go. And then it says mix together milk, so I have my 2 cups of milk, eggs, salt, and pepper. So I'm gonna go ahead and crack my eggs right in here and use my Pampered Chef whisk to whisk them all up. And I already have a salt and pepper mixture in my cupboard. I love salt and pepper mixtures because then I don't have to fuss with, you know, how much of this or that or the other thing. Because I know it's usually about 1/4 pepper to the amount of salt that you need. And so she says to dash it. So I will just give a little dash, and then we'll set it aside over here. And then we're gonna mix it up. And literally, we are done with the breakfast casserole. As soon as I whisk this together, I'm going to pour it over the top of this casserole, and then I'm going to cover it, and we're gonna put it in the oven, not the oven, the refrigerator until tomorrow, and then I'm gonna bake it up. So, I will bake it tomorrow, probably tomorrow morning, in pretending like it's Christmas morning, and then I will post the results in the comments of this video. So there we go. All right. All ready to go. And then I'm going to just pour it right over the top, just like she did in her video. Yum, yum, yum. Seriously, you guys, this looks so good. All right, and tomorrow when I get done, when it comes out, I'm gonna bake it at 325 until brown, which is about 1 hour. So I'm gonna go ahead and set this aside, and then I'll put it in the refrigerator in a little while, covered with foil. All right, so next we are going to Turtleville. Let me grab some sanitizer because it looks like I spilled some egg. So I'm gonna just clean that up real quick. Here we go. Okay, now turtles are ridiculously expensive. Ridiculously. But we love them at our house, and I buy them every year for my husband because I think to myself, I must just have to buy them. Well, I'm happy to report you can make turtles at home with very little ease, with much ease, with very little work. Yes. So what I'm doing here is I'm taking a mini muffin tin. This is Pampered Chef's mini muffin tin. And I'm just gonna stick some pecans in the bottom wells. So usually about 2 pecans fit, pecan, whatever, tomato. So usually about 2 fit in the bottom. Whole pecans are actually a little easier to work with, but sometimes you get to the bottom of the bag and you don't have whole ones anymore. You have little pieces. That is totally okay. So I have already made 96, almost 100 of these. So I am running low on my whole pecans. So I am just going to use what I have and show you how this works. I'm actually not even going to do that one. So this didn't quite make a whole pan because I actually made some a little bit ago so that you could see all the phases. So once you have the pecans in the mini muffin tin, now I'm going to tell you, if you don't have a mini muffin tin, that's okay. Just use your regular baking sheet and line it with parchment paper and put your nuts kind of all around. It will be fine. It just might not contain itself as much. So next we're going to take the caramels. You know the brand, just the caramels. Unwrap your caramels and you're going to stick 1 caramel per well. So 1 caramel per well, and that's it. Like, this is all we're going to do right now to these turtles. They will be turtles soon. All right, so all my caramels are here. Now I'm going to stick this in the oven, in a 300-degree oven, with a pan over the top. So I'm going to stick a pan right here over the top like this because I actually want it to cook like almost like a convection. So I'm going to stick the pan over it like this. You can also use foil. I'm going to stick it into the oven for 8 minutes. All right, and because of the magic of the internet, this is how they come out. Now, most of the time they come out, they're a little bit large, but if you take a spoon, you can actually push on each of these and it kind of squishes it down. You don't want it to be completely melty because then your caramel changes consistency. You just want it melted enough so that whenever you put your chocolate on it, you will be good to go. And what's cool about the Pampered Chef mini muffin tins, they come right out, like literally come right out. They're not sticking at all. So let me take a few of these out. I'm not gonna take them all out because I only wanna show you a few. I don't wanna show you the whole thing because you don't wanna stick around for that. Next we are going to take 1 cup of mini chocolate chips, 2 tablespoons of coconut oil, okay? And we're gonna stick it in the microwave for 35 seconds. And then we are gonna take one of our spreaders and we are going to stir it on up. And I'm also going to take my little silicone brush. So these turtles are amazing. I usually blast them in the refrigerator for a little bit to make them harden up really quick, and then they can come right back out and they will be just as hard as you get them at the store, and they are awesome. All right, 7 seconds. All right, and I am cooking here in my Pampered Chef silicone prep bowl, and it's a brand new item for 2019, and it is so cool. Right, put it back in for 35 more seconds, and at the end of that 35 seconds it will be ready to go. So I'm just going to go ahead and pop the rest of these out while you are waiting for that to be done. Let me grab another, oh, I do have another one. Let me grab another one. I just don't want to break my nuts, if you know what I mean. Whoop, see? Nut down, nut down. Some of them are a little sticky, but I think that's just because I'm being too gentle. I don't want to pop the nuts all over the place. Okay, that was my microwave, so it should be ready to go. Oh yeah, the chocolate is yummy. Okay, so we're gonna stir that up, and it looks amazing. I don't know if you can see that, but look, nice soft chocolate. I'm gonna let it rest for just a second while I finish plucking these things out, and I will be a little less gentle so I can get the rest of them out, because I mean they're popping out really easily, but I just don't want to lose a nut, because the nut is, see, nuts are flying, because I used pieces of nuts instead of the whole ones, because I was just about out. So I'm like, whoa. See, my bad. Get right under. Pop it out. Pop it out. Huh. I guess I'll eat that nut, because that one is all over the place. All right. There we go. Okay, let me pour out the extra nuts. I'm gonna show you. No stickies. All right, there was one little sticky. I just took it off. Okay, so I will eat those nuts later. But here is how you dress your turtles. So I'm going to take this, and I'm going to pour a little bit over everyone. And if you're gonna put these in the refrigerator to cool, you might want to do it on a baking sheet so they'll be easy to move. But I'm actually going to lift them and put them on another piece of parchment paper on a baking sheet so that I don't get feet on my turtles. And by feet, I'll show you what I mean. Because my first set had feet, which is fine. I just don't like the extra chocolate. If I can cut a calorie here or there, why not, you know? Whoops, that was a lot of chocolate on that one. Turtles don't care, they like chocolate. And after they cool and dry, they will harden, and you can actually decorate them with white chocolate right over the top, and that would be amazing. All right. So this recipe is going to be, or is going to be, it is one of the favorites because how easy is that? Now, if I wanted to spread any of the chocolate, like if I accidentally put it anywhere or I didn't get it on the sides, I would use my basting brush to just kind of touch it up while it's still wet, because then I'm not gonna make any marks on the chocolate later. So there you go. There's the chalk, there's the turtles. And I will show you the finished product. So let me just move these right over so that they can dry and I can make the next set as soon as they come out. But I have some all ready for you right here. Dun da da. Let's see, go put her at this side. Dun da da. Look at that. Delicious little turtles that are certainly a crowd pleaser. So I hope you enjoyed that video, and I hope you will tune in next time, see what we do next time, and go check out Stephen Curtis Chapman's giveaway. I don't want you to win, because I want to win, but go check it out. Check out his album, Joy. It's a fabulous Christmas album, and I will see you next time. Thanks, you guys.